watch another video. Thank you so much for coming back. My name is Kheamo if you are new, and please do not forget to subscribe, to like, and to share. Sharing is important because we would love... Oh, I forgot to switch off my phone. It is important. Okay, sharing is important because we want other people to know that I am posting content so that they can enjoy it as much as you do. So please do share. Today's video is going to be a Q&A, but I'm also going to be installing this beautiful hair from Premium Lace Wig. Thank you so much, Premium Lace Wig, for sponsoring this hair. I did ask you guys to ask me questions regarding my move, post-move questions, and also what I do and stuff like that. Most of the times the questions that I got were repeated, which is quite common. It's okay. So I put them into boxes, and the ones that were repeated I obviously answered once. So yeah, I feel like I did share something, and I don't know if I was supposed to share that. After sharing it, I felt a little bit naked. So yeah. But to be honest, I want to be as transparent as possible, and for me to be able to give you guys information that you might need in the future or even now. So yeah, if you feel like I did not answer any of the questions that you would have liked for me to answer, pop me a DM on Instagram, okay? And if it's not too invasive, to be honest, I will answer you. So yeah, the details for the hair is in the description box below, and I hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Goodbye. Well, hello, but goodbye. Okay, so here is the hair. It's quite long actually. I did curl it because I just felt like it needed a little bit of something. And here's the front, or the frontal part. It came in pre-plucked, and also you can see they bleached the knots for me. I hope this camera safety is not giving me vibes on your end, guys. The way the hot comb was so hot, this part is so hot. Here's the inside of the wig. It has a band, adjustable straps, and you can also take it out if you don't want it. Yeah, and then here's the other side of the wig. One thing I appreciate about Premium Lace Wig is that when I ask for a small cap, they deliver a small cap. This is no snug to my head, and it fits perfectly. I just need to cut the ear tabs, and I'll be back. Okay guys, I was able to cut out the tabs, and right now I'm just going to put a little bit of my foundation shade just to make sure that they did bleach the knots, but it's always good to go with your foundation shade. You don't have to, but I just know that it's going to eat at the end. So I'm going to be answering your questions. The first one is, what are you currently doing? Well, I'm a full-time content creator. Now I can say that because it pays the bill. But another thing I am doing is being a student. I have decided to go back to school and do something that I've always wanted to do, something that I believe I have passion for and would love to turn it into a business, is interior design. So I am officially an interior design student. That is what I'm currently doing. I also just finished a course. Yeah, Google. It was dragging. It's 6 months, but I finished it in 4 months because I had so much time. It's called Digital Marketing and E-commerce. So basically email marketing, basically social media, stuff that I already know, but it's always good to go back or to do something that you feel might give you more knowledge. So I also just finished that, but currently full-time digital content creator and an interior design student. Okay, let's do the next question. What are you looking forward to most when it comes to living in Joburg? For me, I guess it's just opportunities. This is what we know as the city of gold. You come here and the goal is to make it. So basically that's me. And also with regards to interior design, It's to also expand and meet more people, and also for things to be so easy. I feel like right now, if I were to be invited to an event, it's so easy for me to get there. At first it was a hassle. I would have to book an Airbnb, I would have to do this, I would have to do that, but now I don't have to worry about those things. So I feel like I look forward to things being so easy and things being at my doorstep. And also I do think about the opportunities that are going to come with this move, or I look forward to the opportunities that I don't even think about. You know, sometimes we pray for things that we want, but we don't know what God has in store for us with regards to it, that are aligned to what we do. So I am looking forward to those type of things that are going to take my breath away with regards to my career. Okay, while we let that dry, what did they look at when applying for apartments? They definitely look at how much you make. They want everything of yours. I'm joking. They actually just want your bank statements, because they want to see income coming in each and every month. Because to be honest, if I also was an agent, I wouldn't want someone who doesn't consistently get money. Do you understand what I mean? Yes, what I do is not consistent with regards to paying, but they want to see something coming in. That's what they look for. I don't know if they look at like your purchases or histories of purchases, but I don't think so, because I got an iPhone recently, and I don't think they didn't even say to me, oh, you got an iPhone, ha ha ha, you're not gonna get an apartment. No, it's not like that. Okay, another question is, are you part of an agency that manages your gigs? No, I'm not. I'm currently doing everything solo. I used to be part of an agency, or I used to have management. We started in 2020, 2022, or the 2023. 23, I told them that I would like to run solo, and I've been solo ever since. So I do everything by myself, answering emails, how much to charge a brand, that's all me. Everything, I do everything by myself. I'm basically my own brand and my own company. So, and I don't want any management for now. I don't think I want management. And that's not because things were going bad at that other place. No, I had the absolute time. I learned a lot from those people, and I'm very thankful that I decided to join an agency at that time. I feel like they took my brand to mainstream media. And what I mean by mainstream media, I don't mean mainstream media television. I mean it with regards to introducing me to brands, or being able to pitch to, because I had no idea how to pitch to brands. They were able to pitch to brands, and I was able to get recognized in such a way. So I'm very thankful to them. But currently right now, I'm doing everything on my own. Also, managers take a percentage of money, so it was fun, but now I would like to collect everything. I got this question a lot. Which app did you find your apartment? I use the apps that we all know, Property 24 and Private Property. Those are the two apps that I use. I did try to find apartments in or on other platforms like Bopam, Goldings, or whatever, but what's your favorite thing about living alone? What's my favorite thing about living alone? I guess realizing this is my space and I can do whatever I want with it. And what I mean by that, I mean with regards, or with in terms of design. At home, my mom would let me do a lot of things, but I was very restricted because, to be honest, it wasn't my house. So here, I'm very much restricted here, but I can do so much. That's what I like about living alone. And just being able to do whatever, whenever I want to be honest. No one is going to do anything if I come back at 9 or if I wake up at 12. So I like that. Does content creation sustain rent? Yes, guys, content creation does sustain rent. I feel like you have to be smart about your choices or your spending. You need to be smart about saving. You need to have financial literacy, because it can be that you get paid, let's say 100k this month, and then next month or in the next 3 months nothing comes in. It does happen. So the 100k that you got, you have to completely save it. You have to pay what you have to pay for this month, and then the rest you save it. You can't be blowing your money on stuff that is unnecessary, and then in the next month you don't have money for rent. Do you understand? So you have to be very smart about it. This industry, it has money. That's something they'll never tell you. You just need to be smart about it, be able to read a contract, be able to say, I charge for this. I can see that it's not included in the contract. If it's not included in the contract, okay, maybe let's take out one deliverable because you don't wanna pay for this. You need to learn the terms of the contract. You just need to be very smart about it. But also, it would be very much advisable to have another stream of income, because anything at any time could happen. So, and I just feel like sometimes life can happen. You might see something on the internet that you truly believe, but other people see it as wrong, and they will take away your income, which is valid, especially if it's something, I don't know, that society doesn't agree with. But you just, very advisable to have another stream of income. How did you manage to move financially since you work in contract gigs? Saving money. For me, saving wasn't clear, because I could have saved for a car, could have saved to buy a house, I could have saved to get a 2-bedroom apartment. Saving is just something that's in my blood, that I learned from my family or my dad from a very young age. So I was just saving money because I want to see a certain amount in my bank account. So what was the question? Oh yeah, so for me to be able to have all of this, solely because of my savings and the work that I do. Did you ever get a job for the degree that you have? If you don't know, I studied BA in communication and my second major was psychology. Communication is a tree. Think about it. And then digital marketing, content creation, public relations, marketing, advertising, those are all branches. But when you think about it, content creators basically do almost all of these things. I handle my own PR. Do you understand? I do my own marketing. I advertise products. So my degree ties in so perfectly with what I do. I am not going to say that my parents wasted money. I'm not going to say that I wasted my time. Go NWU. I had the best time of my life, and it serves its purpose each and every day. I love the degree that I studied. If I had the chance to go back and relive everything, certain parts yes, but school, absolutely, I would. Tips for preparing to move. I would say buy everything that there's little things, body, if you need a microwave, if you want a smeg, that's literally, it's going to save you so much money when you're moving in, because now when I moved in, I had, what did I have? I had nothing, basically. So I wish I had done those things of kereke body spoon, body in, and then moving out, I would just, come in. Body bedding also, stuff like that, because I had to buy bedding recently. the ina, the pillow. For me, I didn't buy anything because I wanted to buy everything with you guys so that you can see, or I can be able to create content out of it. So if you are someone who doesn't create content, doesn't care about content, just reka obele. Dream purchase for apartment. It's definitely a Dyson vacuum, the latest one, V15, or I can't remember the other one, but if I can get a V15, I love that vacuum. Another thing is a coffee table that's made out of pure marble, not granite, pure marble. One last thing would be a frame TV, but looking at the dimensions of this wall, I don't think it's going to happen because I would want it to be in the middle, and I just feel like when I calculate from here to here, yeah, you'll see us in another vlog, or you should have seen in another vlog what I'm talking about. What will be your inspiration for deciding on how to furnish your apartment? When it comes to this, I am so confused. I'm so in love currently with modern organic, which is like neutral colors but with sometimes dark woody furniture. Maybe you would do like a neutral couch with a TV stand that's very walnut or something very dark, and then maybe touch of gold. I just feel like I don't know what I'm going to do because I have so many pins on interest, and to be honest, I would like to do everything. So it might give a different vibe in the bedroom and then a different vibe in the lounge. But one thing I'm certain is that I will be getting my marble table. How much do you make as an influencer in South Africa? Phew, there is no easy way to answer this question because it's not a fixed number. It's not a fixed number. It's not a traditional job whereby each and every month you get a certain amount of money. This is a contract, so each and every contract that comes definitely will come with a certain number that they will offer you. It's up to you if you take it or not, but it also depends on how much you charge, because we don't charge the same rate. I don't think there's also like a standard rate for influencers to say maybe all of us should charge maybe 1,000 for a story. Absolutely not. So it's very difficult to answer that question because I don't even know how much money I make, because I sign a different contract each and every week or every day. What's the one thing you appreciate the most about my space? I think what I appreciate about this apartment is that it gave me all the things that I wanted. I literally got everything that I talked about with regards to, remember that the apartment hunting, the things that I talked about. Look at this book, everything. The only thing I did not get is space. I don't have much space, but I'm fine with it because I definitely got everything else. So what I appreciate the most about this space is that it's offering everything I've wanted or everything that I dreamed of for a first apartment. What motivated you to get back at it? I guess it was basically knowing that I can do better, because to be honest, I don't want to say I wasn't taking my career seriously, but I could say that because I knew what needed to be done for me to get or be where I wanted, but I felt like I took time. But also finances played a huge part because I did some things at home and but what made me get back at it was the hunger that I had, or I have, to be successful. There's no other way. The only way to the top, and the only way is to make myself happy and get the things that I want and live the life that I want. So I have very expensive taste. I don't know if you guys have seen, but I like very expensive stuff. I don't know if maybe it was because I was watching a lot of top billing, but I like very expensive things, to be honest. If I had the choice to furnish this apartment with the actual furniture that my ideal self would afford, sweetie. So I guess what made me get back at it is the type of life I want to see myself, or the version that I see in my head. I need to work 10 times harder than what I am doing right now in order for me to be able to get there. Is it true they want a couple months rent because you are a freelancer? This was my worry, and remember I did in the past talk about if I would ever move out. I think it was before COVID. I did say that I would like to save money for 6 months rent and then work for the other 6 months. I think if I had moved at that time, 2020, because the plan was to move 2020, the beginning, I think I would have been in debt and went back home, because looking at how much money I was making at that time, money wasn't coming in fast, you know. I would have definitely failed and would have had to go back home to recuperate and then maybe come back. But I'm glad I didn't do that. I don't want to say I'm glad COVID came. That's bad. But I'm glad that I did not move at that time. I was definitely not ready to move. It was not time. But with regards to saving for 6 months, I saved up a lot of money. I'm someone who has anxiety. I'm someone who's very paranoid about things. So, and I don't like to worry about paying for stuff. I saved up a lot of money. And I don't know if I'm going to regret saying this, but the money that I saved wasn't purposely for the move. It was me saving money. But because at that time I saw the need to move, it was for the apartment. Do you understand? But me saving that amount, I saved around 100,000 rand. But this was money in my savings. And please, someone can have multiple savings. So let's kind of like each other, please. But what I'm trying to say to you guys is that I was basically ready for anything, because it has crossed my mind a couple of times in the past that when you do move as a freelancer, they might ask you for 3 months rent, 6 months, 10 months. I know an influencer who they asked for, I think, 10 months, including deposit. So for me, they asked for deposit and also 3 months worth of rent. So that is already a lot of money. And then I got a new phone, and then the rest is money. That's why when I moved here, I told you guys I don't want to touch my savings, because that's money saved up for rainy days. That's money saved up for rent for the other months. Do you understand? That's why I don't want to touch it. I don't want to play with it. And when I do get gigs or jobs, I'm still saving. So I don't want to say how much is left in there, because I've worked, I've gotten paid a few times, so I've saved up more money. So yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, they do ask for that. I don't know if it's for every agency or every estate agent that will ask you for that, but I just know that they did. And well, I'm happy I was prepared. I'm happy that I was blessed enough to have that certain amount of money, and I was able to pay up when they needed it so that I can be here. Do you understand? So yeah, I definitely paid off. How do you feel about leaving your family at home? Well, two questions. Well, to be honest, I had to prepare my family. Oh, this is painful. Well, I had to prepare my family. I would tell them, one day, you know, I'm gonna get married and I'm gonna leave you guys. You know, we talk about those things. I think more than anything, my family, my mom is happy for me that I was able to do this. And they don't look at your age. I'm like, oh my god, I'm literally 40 and I just got an apartment, you know. They don't look at that. They just happy that you still have the gift of life to do this. I can see them whenever I want to. I can go home, so everything is Gucci. We talk every day. I do know that they miss me because I'm very funny. I'm a very funny person. Like, I just feel like I am the light when it comes to the people around me. I am a light, okay? I am the joy of their lives, because I'm very funny. Like, I'm very funny. It's so crazy. I make myself laugh. I live alone, but people probably think what drink order because that's hair. Okay, the last question is, do you plan on renting your whole life, or do you plan on buying in the future? Definitely buying, but there's a very specific conversation I have with the people around me, especially with Kay. We are like, it's so ridiculous that home loans give 20 years, because I can't comprehend paying a bank or an institution a certain amount each and every time, and it doesn't stay the same, it goes up each and every month rather, for the next 20 years. So my thing is, I know, my God, one day an airplane is going to fly, or a helicopter rather, and it's going to drop a bag of money, and that is how I'm going to buy my house. I plan on buying property. I don't plan on renting forever. I plan on buying, definitely. Let me just say that. But I'm frustrated that I home loan about 20 years, about 10 years. Oh, personally, I would love, if I had the opportunity to buy, to at least give you half of the money. If it's 2 million, I should be able to give you 1 million. Do you understand? Or maybe I'm crazy, but I just feel like it's so stressful. Come on, I get you tax and levies and water and electricity. Come on, maybe sometimes you don't like something, you have to renovate it, and then you still have to pay a bank for 20 years. I ain't trying to shop. It stresses me, to be honest. But yeah, that is it for the questions, guys. Let me finish up this hair, and then I'm gonna close the video. We still grind like we used to. We cut ties when we need to.